guys, it's Bren. I'm here with a candle haul, the first of probably many Bath & Body Works winter/holiday candle hauls. They had a buy one get one sale this weekend. I took full advantage of that, and I actually had a 20% off mailer coupon for once. I guess my number came up in the lottery of, the 1 to 2 per year that you're supposed to get now according to their policy. So I actually had one, but I went and I spent that the first day, and then I went back the next day and I actually bought more candles. I didn't have a coupon that time, but whatever. The day that I bought candles with the coupon, they came to about $9.80 each, which is pretty much the best sale that they do these days. So I actually on purpose bought a couple extra that I was pretty sure I was probably going to want to exchange, but my store didn't have peppermint sugar cookie yet, and I definitely need to get my hands on that one. So I kind of bought a couple extra so that I knew that I could exchange those later for peppermint sugar cookie. I have smelled the wallflower in that. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video since I don't actually have the candle to discuss with you. But that was kind of the plan. So I went in with a plan to buy some extra candles, and then I definitely had a list of what I wanted. And I hadn't seen at all, though, this one. Peach on Earth. So we're going to start here. We'll start with Peach on Earth. I have 8 different scents that I brought home, but this wasn't on my list because I didn't even know about it, and the only reason I actually even saw it in the store is because I was waiting for this girl to check in the back for a Merry cookie for me, and as I was waiting around, this caught my eye, and I was like, wait a minute, what is that? I didn't even know. Peach on Earth. What a fun name too, right? This one I love. So this is why I went back the next day. I actually have 5 of these now, 5 Peach on Earths. I think I'm good. That's probably enough. But I went home and I burned it and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I need more. I bought 2 the first day. I knew just based on cold sniff that I liked it enough to probably get a couple. But at that point I had 8 candles in my arms and I couldn't even really carry anymore. And I was like, yeah, this is enough. 8's enough. And then the next day I was like, nope, I need more. But the notes on this one are fresh peach, sweet cinnamon, and frosted vanilla. So there's been a lot of speculation on what this could be a repackage of. I consider myself pretty well versed in Bath & Body Works peach candles. You're going to ask me about rose candles. You're going to ask me about some of those floral scents or those men's cologne scents. I'm going to be like, I have no idea. That's not my area of expertise. I generally don't burn those types of candles, but I love peach scents, and I have a lot of Bath & Body Works peach scents, and I can tell you with pretty much absolute certainty that this is not a repackage of any peach scent that they've done before. I think it's probably the closest to Harvest Peaches from I want to say it was winter 2013, towards the end of that year in a fresh picked collection, and that was very similar to Georgia Peach with some cinnamon, but this is not that. It's not Peach Cobbler from 2019 fall. It is way better than that. It's not Peach Meringue. It's not Peach Sugar Cone. It's not Peach Bellini. It's not Georgia Peach. It's not White Peach. It's not Peach. It's not Vanilla Bourbon Peach. It's none of those peaches. I guarantee you. It is better. It is better. The last candle that I went crazy over from Bath & Body Works was Peach Sugar Cone, and this is totally different than that, but I feel like now I have a summer peach and a winter peach that I love, because I think I might like this better than Peach Meringue, which is saying a lot. Peach Meringue was peach and vanilla. This one, so here's the thing that's interesting. I don't know why, all of the 5 that I got are like this. I have the international label on the bottom. It looks totally different than a regular Bath & Body Works label that's all in English. That would look like this. I mean, check it, right? And I have seen other people post pictures of Peach on Earth with the regular label, but somehow I have this one, which doesn't have a price on it, and has 4 different languages, and everything's written in English, French, Spanish, and then there's Arabic down here too. It's crazy. And my batch number is 0274 A3A1. I'm saying that because so far I've seen a lot of people comment on Instagram that this just smells like peach and vanilla to them, that they're not really getting spice. I've seen people say that it's not very strong, and mine, to my nose, most of the time with these kinds of things, I don't really think there's a batch variation. I think it's more just that people's noses and brains are different. But maybe because I have this international label, mine is different. I don't know. But I am getting lots of cinnamon And that might be the biggest difference between this and Harvest peaches, because I remember Harvest peaches being mostly cinnamon, but you kind of got like a general spice, allspice kind of blend to it as well with the peach. And this is more like really cinnamon. And I feel like this smells like what a peach cobbler should smell like. You know, not the peach cobbler candle, but like an actual peach cobbler. Oh, it just smells like, I feel like I get kind of a brown sugar, like a warmness to it too. And the peach that's here is very similar to the standard Georgia peach scent that they use for a lot of things, but it's not quite as abrasive or sour. It's like a little bit smoother, and that might be because there's supposed to be a little bit of vanilla in this. I don't really get a lot of vanilla, not near what there is in peach meringue at all. The vanilla maybe is just kind of smoothing things over, but it's so good so far. So this is a new one, but this is the one I've burned, so I'm about a third of the way through, and so far it's been strong, very good. I love it, but I'm going to stop talking about it because I actually think I'm going to do a post-burn review on this because I have a lot more thoughts on it, and I'm kind of thinking, I'm sort of putting together in my brain, like maybe doing a video that's kind of the history of peach candles from Bath & Body Works and sort of, you know, using Peach on Earth as a comparison for all the other peach scents that they've done. Let me know if you'd be interested in that kind of video, but I do think I need to come back after I burn this even a little bit more and really just do a full post-burn review, because otherwise this video is just going to be 10 minutes of me talking about Peach on Earth, and then it's just a review at that point. So let's move on, but I love that one. Okay, so I also, on day 2 when I went back, because the first day they didn't have this one, I noticed that they had the Fresh Winter Air out, which is also in the fancy 2650 collection with the fancy lids. But this one is a standard English label. I gotta say, I've said this before, I don't really care about these fancy lids. I mean, these are kind of cute. They're a little bit iridescent. And then the little label on here is like a little bit iridescent. You can't really tell, but it is. But I don't want to pay $2 extra for it. I feel like they're just kind of difficult, and they sort of like scuff up the candle, and I don't know, whatever. But anyway, you got a fancy lid. Some people like them. I picked this up because I just thought, I don't know, the store was chaotic, it was hectic, it was packed. Even though there was a line at the door and they were trying to limit the capacity in the store, it still seemed like really crowded to me. And I just couldn't really form an opinion of it while I was in there, but I had to buy in multiples of 2 anyway, and I needed one more, so I just grabbed it. But now I'm kind of having second thoughts, and I don't even think I'm going to burn it. I think this is probably going to be one that I exchange. But this is Zesty Citrus, Fresh Peppermint, and Cold Evergreen. And I thought I might like all of those things because, as I've recently mentioned, I sort of have been dipping my toe into pine scents just a little bit. They've never been my thing before, but I thought maybe. And peppermint and citrus go great together, right? Have you ever stuck like a candy cane in an orange when you were a kid or whatever? Like, right? That's good. But I don't know now. It smells a little soapy to me, and it smells a little bit like, I don't know. I had my mom smell it, and she thought, without reading the notes, that it was pine and like eucalyptus. But it's just the peppermint giving kind of like a cool feel, I think. But it seems like if I burned it, it would be kind of light. It smells really light, but I think the main thing for me is that it's really not at all fruity. The peppermint isn't sweet at all or candy-like. Could be easily mistaken for like eucalyptus or something. I don't know. I can see how some people would like it, and I think the Fresh Winter Air name is really good for it because it is kind of like a cool scent. I just don't think it's my thing, so I don't even think I'm going to burn it. I think I'm just going to exchange that one. I feel as though that was a crappy description, and I just want you guys to know that I heard myself saying it, and I didn't do well on that one, but it is what it is. Okay, so got a few more to go through. Let's move on to the Luminary collection. I actually right now have 4 from this collection. 1 is going back. I did find a Mary Cookie in this collection, and this is probably like the least attractive looking one. These are very cute labels, but I don't really like the particular mustardy yellow that they picked out for this one. But I love Mary Cookie, so I needed another one. The prettiest one in this collection is probably the Frosted Spearmint, which is why I grabbed it. I mean, it's just so pretty. I'm sorry, my lighting is, I mean, it's getting dark out and everything. I put a lamp over here and now I just look like yellow and orange and kind of greenish. I'm trying. I know, get a circle light, get a circle light. But then it's like, I feel like that would be too bright and you get to see all my zits and everything. I don't know. Anyway, Frosted Spearmint is so pretty. I thought maybe I'll just buy it just for the packaging, but I actually picked it up thinking like this would be one that I exchanged. And I have to tell you, it's so gross. I hate it so much. It's so disgusting. Oh God, it's so disgusting. My first impression of it was that it smelled like toothpaste, but I would not even brush my teeth with this. It smells like toothpaste and poison. It's like chemically and weird. Oh God, I hate it. The notes are supposed to be frozen apple, snow-capped mint, and creamy sandalwood, and iced musk. Yeah, I do not like most of those things. And so it's no wonder that I hate this candle. But it does not smell at all like spearmint to me. I mean, it smells like mint, but not like spearmint, like double mint gum type of spearmint. It's just toothpaste and poison. It is worse than that pink peppermint twirl that nobody liked but was in cute packaging years back. Anyway, I think Bronze Blogger today on Instagram said that this is a repackage of something called Snow Capped Apple. Dang, now I'm going to get that wrong. But it was an old candle from like 2000 and I don't know. I started collecting in 2013, so it has to be from before that because I'd never heard of it. So it might be a repackage actually, but I find it repulsive. And I know some people like it because I've seen people on Instagram saying that they really like it. Not me. Sorry, I do not. I did pick up a Pinkberry Gumdrop, and this one pretty much was because it's cute as well. I didn't really need one, but now I can burn the other one that I have from last year. I didn't really have like a one to burn on this. But yeah, this is the other one in the collection that I think is super, super cute. Maybe this one's even cuter. I don't know. And then finally, the Christmas Cider. This is another one that Bronze Blogger said was a repackage, and he said this was a repackage of spiced chestnut. And I have to say, I don't have a spiced chestnut to do a comparison on. And at one point, I had that in my possession, and I don't remember if it was because it was for my mom or if I had it and returned it. But I don't have it anymore. I think it was because it was for my mom. It was like hers, but I had it on my counter. I vaguely remember it, and I remember that it wasn't very nutty. That could be. That could be that this is a repackage of that. I'm really curious now. I don't remember that one well enough to say whether or not I agree, but I trust him if he said it was a repackage, you know. But anyway, I'll just tell you what I get from it. So the notes are mulled cinnamon, crushed clove, creamy nutmeg, and simmering cider. And this is a really nice, it's also adorable, but this is a really nice, pretty much like typical cider type of scent. It smells like a craft store. It gives off like that Hobby Lobby or like Michael's craft section vibe, where you're just kind of, it smells like, you know, a very standard like fall potpourri mix. It's just got a little bit of apple, definitely all those fall spices, a little bit of sweetness, not really like a caramel, but something reminiscent of that kind of smooth sweetness with it. But it's not really like a crazy unique candle. I think it's good. I think it's very like giftable. It's just, it's not weird at all. It's not like a standout. There's probably a million different candle companies with a million different versions of a candle that's somewhat like this. You know, it's a basic kind of spiced cider type of scent. And I just actually wrapped up a spiced cider from 2014, and I don't think that one's come back yet. This one's not as appley as that, but it's very similar. It's also kind of similar to spiced blackberry without the berry. which was also brought back as berry pumpkin strudel. I smelled it side by side with that, but it's not the same, so don't get too excited. It's kind of like if you took the berry out of berry pumpkin strudel, just what would be left. That kind of fall spice blend, but with a little bit of apple. So it's not like crazy awesome. It's well done. It's a well done cider scent, but it's also very kind of like a basic scent, I think. Not that there's not a lot going on in there. There is, but it's a scent that a lot of companies do. They all do, like an apple cider type scent, and this one doesn't stand out to me any more than a lot of those do. But it's good. I'm going to keep the one I have. I don't think I need like a million of them. All right, just a couple more here, and this one's kind of boring, so let's just get through it. I'm going to return this one, Snowy Peach Berry. I did pick this up because it smells really great on cold, but it is a repackage of Cranberry Peach, and I burned my Cranberry Peach again from last year and was like, yeah, I like this, but it is not near as good burning as it is on cold. This candle smells amazing on cold. It's coming out in a body care this year. I haven't seen it yet, but somebody tell me in the comments if the body care is new. Is it new? I feel like it is. I don't remember this being in body care in prior years, but I cannot confirm. But anyway, yeah, it is coming in a body care. That should be good. The candle smells amazing on cold sniff, but just when I'm burning, if we're going on the Cranberry Peach, I haven't burned this one, but burning Cranberry Peach, which is the same, it's just not as bright and fruity when you're burning it. It's kind of a little bit dulled down, and just not as good or as potent. On cold sniff, it is just so like juicy, as Tina Delicious would say. It's really, really fruity and it smells amazing, but it's better left unburned, I think, this one, in my opinion. Anyway, I kind of picked that one up. A, so that I could smell it side by side with Cranberry Peach, but B, knowing that I could exchange it for Peppermint Sugar Cookie later. All right, final candle is Gingerbread Marshmallow. So grabbed one of these. Notes on this are gingerbread spice, eggnog, spiced rum, vanilla frosting, brown sugar, crystals. And I have to say, speaking of Tina Delicious, I pretty much agree with everything he said about this. So I don't really probably need to elaborate. I had already posted my thoughts on Instagram just from smelling it cold. And my thoughts were basically that this smells remarkably similar to the regular old spiced gingerbread. I posted a picture of them side by side on Insta, and it's just lighter, weaker, and sweeter. So I don't necessarily get marshmallow, like I kind of do, and I've burned it now, and when it was burning, I was like, yeah, I can get marshmallow, but if it wasn't in the name or the notes, I don't know that I'd know it was marshmallow. I might just think it was like a sweetened up version of spiced gingerbread. I don't know that I would say marshmallow, but yeah, sure. Okay. Marshmallow. But other than that, it's the spiced gingerbread candle. It is a weaker spiced gingerbread that is sweeter. And that's pretty much what Kent said as well. And then I burned it, and I have no change in my thoughts after burning it. What I thought of it on cold sniff is exactly what I think of it after burning. That's exactly how it burned. A sweeter, slightly less intense version of spiced gingerbread. Do I think that's a bad thing? No, I actually don't. In fact, I think I like this better than spiced gingerbread. I'm not a big gingerbread person, but if I were going to burn a gingerbread candle, I think I actually like this better. Because the regular Old Spice gingerbread can be quite intense, and it's very spicy, and it feels like it needs to be sweetened up. Like, I actually like the fact that they have sweetened it up with this. I think it's better. It's still strong. Probably not quite as strong, but I would still say it was throwing like a 6 or a 7 for me. Like probably a 7. Like, it's still definitely like there. So I kind of like that it's a little sweeter. So if you like gingerbread scents, I would recommend picking this one up, but just don't expect it to be wildly different than spiced gingerbread, because it's really just like a tweaked version of that, which is also out this year. You can go get that one too if you're into less sweet and more spicy version, or a stronger version, then get the regular Old Spice gingerbread. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so that's the haul, except Peach on Earth times 5. I didn't want to track all those over here, but I do love it, and I will be back probably with a post-burn review of Peach on Earth that does a little bit more in-depth comparison to other peach scents. I don't know that there's anything else here that I really need to do a post burn on. I don't think I really don't have any more thoughts on Gingerbread Marshmallow other than what I've just said, and I don't really have any further thoughts on Christmas Cider. The rest of them are returning scents or they're going back, but that doesn't mean that I won't be back with more. In fact, when I do get my hands on Peppermint Sugar Cookie, and I am at least going to get 3 because I've got 3 candles here to exchange for it. And hopefully I will love the candle because I do love the wallflower. And a couple years ago, I said that they should do a peppermint cookie scent. I said it, so maybe they're listening. I don't know, but I'm excited that it's here. When I've smelled the wallflower, it smells new. It doesn't smell like a repackage of anything that I'm aware of. And you really do get peppermint and a bakery cookie scent that's kind of like a buttery cookie. That's just from smelling a little wallflower bulb, but I'm excited for the candle. I have to track it down now. I'm going to a different Bath & Body Works later this week, so I'm going to take my exchanges and maybe they'll have it, but I'll also be back with that review if I get my hands on it. Hopefully I will soon. These are just starting to trickle out online now, so if you don't live near a store and you want to order online, they should be all up on the website pretty soon, and there will be more. There will be lots more. I'm also excited for some of the body care coming out for the holidays and all that good stuff. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, and comment, and all the things, and you can follow me on Instagram at Candles and Music. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Roscoe and River are in their crates in the basement, by the way. I can't get anything done if Roscoe's not in his crate. I can't even, turn around and wash my hands. I have to keep my eyes on him all the time because he went from trying to eat everything and chew everything, and now he's kind of past that, but now he's marking. And to my horror, this is something that my old boxer, who was a male, never did. He's been trying to mark in the house, but he loves to pee on curtains. He's peed on that curtain. He's peed on my bedroom curtain. He's peed on a shower curtain. And he's getting neutered in a week, and I'm hoping that that helps. Oh, you guys, my life. This dog, he's testing me. He is testing me for sure. I am exhausted. I am so tired. Whew. Yeah. That's pretty much all that's going on. I know that a lot of people have been asking me for an update on my other channel, on my blog channel, but if I did one, it would be nothing but me talking about this dog and this puppy and the messes that he makes and the trouble that he causes. That's all it would be, because that's all my life is right now.